Hi, Chester Elton here with the recommendation for my weekend book club. And I'm really excited to bring this book to you because I know these authors, Mitch and Chris Wasden. They wrote a wonderful book called Solving for Why. This is a book on culture. It's about change your identity, change your future. What I love about this book is that there's a lot of diagrams that walk you step by step through how you create the identity you want and the culture you want. I love the story that they start the book off with. They go to a conference and there's a well-known speaker who talks about, looking in the mirror one day and finding that she was just a husk of herself working for a faceless corporation and how she needed to make a change. Well, they're disappointed in the conclusion she comes to that she quits her job, writes a book, and hits the speaking circuit. When he said she's left all these poor people behind to continue the journey of misery that she was involved in. Why wouldn't you stay and try to fix that? Well, it's interesting when they talk about the common why, not just what you do and how you do it. Why do you do it? And they talk about an interesting model that I want to share with you as part of the book. It's the BKD model, the being, knowing, and doing. Being is who we are, knowing is the knowledge about how to do things, and then doing is what we do. And you align all that to get the results. Well, they take a deep dive in each one of those steps. There's a wonderful chapter that talks about, finding your cultural identity, what they call your core identity, and then the things that can happen to erode that identity if you don't take care of your culture. It really is well thought out. It's step by step. There are lots of diagrams to take you through. I love the subtitle, How a Common Why Provides Meaning at Work and Transforms Performance. Again, it's not a thick book. It's a fairly quick read. You can read the chapters out of sequence. And then lastly, I love the concluding story that they tell. As you know, I love a great story. And they talk about finding the right key for the right lock, that it's not always easy to find. And that sometimes there are decoys along the way. And when you find the right key for the right lock to unleash, not just unlock, but unleash the potential of your employees, really great things can happen. Well, I hope you'll take a look. Solving for Why by Mitch and Chris Wasden. Good friends of mine, researchers, wonderful backgrounds in consulting and business and work. In fact, the reason they wrote this book is because often as they talk about cultures, people would say, well, is there a good book for me to read that might walk me through it? And they said, well, let's write one. So there you have it. Solving for Why. Change your identity, change your future. I think you'll enjoy the book. And by the way, if you get a chance to hear Chris or Mitch speak, they're very engaging. Lots of good takeaways, very research-based. Hope you enjoy the book. Take care. Cheers.